You're listening to BambinoBabble's bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a magical garden that was filled with the most beautiful flowers and plants. The garden was so special because whenever the sun shone, the flowers and plants would start to sing. The singing garden was the pride of the kingdom, and everyone from all around the world would come to see it. The king and queen were so proud of the garden that they decided to hold a singing competition. Whoever could make the most beautiful music in the garden would win the grand prize. On the day of the competition, many people from near and far came to the garden to take part. There were many talented singers, but none of them could match the singing of the birds and butterflies in the garden. Suddenly, a little girl stepped forward. Everyone was surprised to see a small child in the competition, but the king and queen welcomed her with open arms. The little girl had a voice like a songbird, and her performance was so beautiful that the king and queen declared her the winner of the competition. The little girl was so happy to win the grand prize, but she was even more excited when the king and queen told her that she could keep the singing garden as a reward. The little girl was thrilled and named the garden after herself. It was now known as the Singing Garden. From then on, the little girl took care of the singing garden, making sure it was always filled with the most beautiful flowers and plants. Whenever the sun shone, the flowers and plants would start to sing, and the little girl would often join in and sing along with them. The little girl loved her garden so much that she decided to stay in the kingdom, and she became the official caretaker of the singing garden. Every day, she would spend time in the garden, tending to the flowers and plants, and singing along with them. The little girl became known as the guardian of the singing garden, and everyone in the kingdom loved her for it. The king and queen were so proud of her that they gave her a special gift, a magical wand that could make the garden even more beautiful. With the magical wand, the little girl could make the garden bloom all year round, no matter what the season. Everyone in the kingdom loved the singing garden, and it became a place of joy and happiness. The singing garden was the little girl's pride and joy, and she spent every day tending to it and making sure it was always filled with the most beautiful flowers and plants. Whenever the sun shone, the garden would burst into song, and the little girl would join in with her sweet voice. The singing garden was the little girl's very own magical world, and it will stay that way forever.